Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing this day? How are you guys doing today? I'm excited to film. Like, I really am. There's moments when I'm like really excited to film, like right now, where I'm like, oh, today's video, I'm like fucking like. And there's moments where I'm like, I'm gonna film. Yeah, there's just moments. There's just different moments. But today's a good moment. And I will say, a moment like this, some people wait a lifetime. So there's that. Anyways, you guys, today's video, I'm so excited because we're gonna be doing a video where I found dupes for your favorite fucking goodies. I did. So I went ahead and I put a poll up on Instagram and I asked you guys, what are some of your favorite like high-end makeup items that you just absolutely love but don't love the price point? And I found dupes for a ton of different things I'm honestly really proud of. So yeah, you guys, that's what today's video is gonna be. One side I'm gonna be doing the high-end side and one side I'm gonna be doing the dupe side. So I'm excited for you guys to see. Yeah, as always, if you guys don't like this video, if you guys don't like me, please fucking watch it. You know the joke with that. But if you guys do like this video, if you guys like viral dupes, if you guys like the gays,
okay, work.
give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. But yeah, let's go and get started on our dupe video. Okie dokie. So I've already moisturized my skin, so now we're gonna go ahead and prime first. First thing, I got questions asked about the Tatcha Silk Canvas, specifically the liquid one. We're gonna take a pump of this on the right side of my skin. So the great thing about this primer, it's honestly one of my favorites. I feel like it is slightly pore filling, but also doesn't leave me dry whatsoever. And it gives me a nice just finish to the skin where it doesn't look dry at all, but definitely gets what I want accomplished, you know, as a primer. Fills in my pores, but not too dry feeling. And it gives me like a light satin finish, you know? That's gorge. So for the dupe, boom. And honestly, the packaging, shut the fuck up, they're similar. This is the NYX Marshmallow Primer. This is such an amazing alternative to the Tatcha one. Kind of same thing, a pump, has like that white finish. This one smells so good. So this is also a slightly pore filling primer, but leaves you also with a satin finish. So it really is just like kind of shockingly similar to the Silk Canvas. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it's so similar even when it comes to the finish of the actual product. I'm shooky. It shakes me every time I use this. I'm like, oh yeah, it reminds me of Silk Canvas. They're so similar, and this is literally a fraction of the price. The NYX Marshmallow Base, they honestly killed it with this, and I feel like it is a really similar dupe to the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Liquid, specifically the liquid. I actually feel like this one gives me even slightly more of a glow, but they still have a very similar effect on the pores, and that's exactly what I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? So good, so good. This is a really great alternative. So let's move ahead along. So I got so many people asking about Miss Charlotte Tilbury. Just in general, like they want Charlotte Tilbury everything. And I'm like, you know what? I get it. So we have the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Filter, Hollywood Flawless Filter. God, I'm not good at talking. And this is going to be, you know, this is a viral product. Everyone talks about this. Everyone loves this. Everyone raves about it. I'm a huge fan of this as well. I'm a little bit more on the oilier side, so I don't use it a ton, but I do like it. I have the shade 3, and I don't know why. Don't know why. I should have shade 1 and 2. Don't have them. I have shade 3, okay? And I don't want to talk about it. So we're going to run that all over to the right side of the face, and we're going to, honestly, why don't we just tap it in, huh? Gives you this just absolutely gorgeous glow to the skin. As you guys, I'm sure, have heard about it, know about it, see it, and you have experienced it. And I got so many people asking me for a dupe for this one. This is what the Hollywood Flawless Filter looks like. It's just a really glowy, shimmery, almost primer. You can use it by itself or use it underneath a base, which is I'm using it this way. A dupe for it though, this. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. You guys, this is a freaking dupe. And I feel like this was talked about a while ago when it like came out and people were like, oh my God, this could be a literal dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish. And I'm like, bitch, it literally is. Also in the shade Light, I have the correct shade on this one. Shade Light. This one actually feels more primary, I will say. Feels more primary, but I feel like the finish and the effect is so eerily similar. It like shakes me. It shakes me. It really does. But I definitely put too much on. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I will say, I feel like with the Maybelline one, it gives me like the smallest amount more coverage than the Charlotte Tilbury one does. But like, look how fucking similar it looks. Like, come on now. Come on now. She is the moment. So this is a really, really great alternative. I feel like this acts as an actual primer itself. This is a primer, concealer, highlighter, BB cream. It says it's a 4-in-1 product. I do think they did a great job on this one. I really, really do. I love it. I've used this multiple times. Huge win. Huge win. The reason I'm excited about this video is because I've done 2 videos like this in the past, and you guys were like really excited and happy about them. So I'm excited to be making another one just to find for you guys some goodies that you can use as alternatives for high-end stuff if you don't want to do the big purchase, which I get it. I fucking get it, listen. Because we all are out here, we're trying to save a coin. You know? But let's move on to our foundation. The #1 foundation request of all the foundations I've gotten was a dupe for the Double Wear by Estee Lauder. This was definitely by far the most requested foundation I had of like, please help me find a dupe for the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I totally get because this is a tried and true. This is an icon. She's a legend. She's a staple.
And she is the moment.
But she's expensive. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on to the face. I'm taking the shade 1W2 Sand. So the right side, we're gonna do, of course, this bad boy. You guys, what people love about this foundation is that it's full coverage but also lasts so long on the skin. Like, baby, you can like go swimming in this and it will still be there. You could literally run a marathon and this would still be on your skin. You could literally go to jail for 20 years and Double Wear will still be on your skin if you haven't washed it. Like, I'm telling you, she's gonna outlive Cher. Yeah. If anything's gonna do it, it's Double Wear. And it's truly a tried and true for a reason. It's incredible, and I totally understand why people love it and why they wanted a dupe for it. So this is what it looks like. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. So for my dupe, this is my personal dupe, but I really do think that this is a really, really great alternative for long-lasting hella coverage. It is the Maybelline Up to 30-Hour Foundation. This truly is one of my favorite foundations ever, like genuinely ever. I literally wear all the fucking time. This is my 2nd bottle of it. It is full coverage. It is long lasting, just like Estee Lauder Double Wears. I think Estee Lauder Double Wear is just slightly longer lasting, just slightly. But I'm telling you, this is so great if you're oily, if you are needing something to last you about 7 years. The shade I have is lighter, by the way, which is why I'm lighter. It is a lighter shade, but you can see finish-wise, it's similar. That same like somewhat lifelike glow. Mind you, obviously we're wearing the like dewy thingies. We're dewy on, but I really do feel like this is actually a freaking dupe. This is honestly like such a great dupe for just in general for any kind of high-end foundation that you're looking for that will last a long time from the drugstore. I feel like this is my favorite. Wrong man. I feel like this is one of my favorite foundations from the drugstore that is more long-lasting, that will dry to a really, really great finish and actually stay on my skin through space and time. Okie dokie. So let's move right along as we are being duped. The house down boots. Let's move on to, why don't we move on to contour? I got so many questions about the Rare Beauty bronzer, the bronzing stick. It's honestly one of my favorites as well, so I totally get it. Like, I literally love this little fucking stick. I love her. So we're gonna go ahead and put that bronzer on. But you know, Rare Beauty, it's a higher end brand. It's found in Sephora. You know, it's founded by Selena Gomez, who I'm a huge fan of. I'm just in general, like, I love the brand. I love Rare Beauty. Like, it's fantastic. And I think that they did such a great job, and they do such a great job at so many different things. But this contour stick is one of my favorite things that they've ever done. I truly am a huge fan. Or bronzing stick, whatever it might be called. I think it looks beautiful. It blends in effortlessly, and I just think it looks stun. But I have a dupe. Recently, I've acquired it. This is from NYX. This is the Wonder Stick. Bitch. I fucked up, though, I will say. I closed it, and like, it fucked it up. I did. I really did. It's such a good alternative for a creamy bronzing stick. So we're going to use that. Look how creamy. Do you see how creamy that was? This is a darker shade, but consistency-wise, better. This is in the shade Universal Light. I'm going to go in and pat this in. Do you guys see how, like, it's blending away in a good way? You know, like, it's actually just diffusing so perfectly. These NYX Wonder Sticks get me. They get me. This is a more recent find, and I've been loving it ever since I found it. And truly, the color is fantastic. The finish is fantastic. And it reminds me so much of the Rare one. Like, it's so good. It's so good. It looks like a little caquita brown because I put too much on my nose, but like, you guys get it, right? Like, you get what's happening. The color-wise, I will say, the one I use from Rare is Power Boost, and I use Universal Light. The Power Boost shade is lighter, and this one's a little bit more warm and deeper, but they're very similar consistency-wise. So, it's pretty freaking good. It's pretty freaking good. Let's go in with some concealer because I do want to clean it up. Clean it up, go Core. So when it comes to concealer, the girlies out there were like, please find a dupe for the NARS Radiant Creamy. And I did. And I did. And it truly is a bomb-ass dupe. So I'm gonna take the shade Vanilla. This is the one I use on the right side. This is a great concealer. Gives nice, great medium coverage, very buildable, builds really nicely. I used to love this concealer a lot back in the day when I worked at Sephora. I would wear it all the time because it gave me such a gorgeous radiant finish, but not too radiant, where I was like, help me, Lord above. Very creamy, gives a nice medium coverage, but it can be buildable as well. So that's one side with it on. This dupe though, I'm so good. You guys, I'm fucking good. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This dupe is the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Radiance Concealer. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm telling you, like this dupe, I'm taking the shade Light 6 Neutral. And I'm gonna put it down, same thing, I'm gonna do it down the nose, right here in the inner portion, out here, down into this. This is probably top 3 Morphe products they've ever created, is their concealer. I've been gatekeeping it low-key. Like, I've been kind of gatekeeping it because it's literally one of my favorite concealers ever. And it's so good. It looks so beautiful. It gives a nice medium coverage. It's buildable to full coverage. It's so fire. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on as my NARS Radiant dupe. Like, it's actually insane. Actually, you know what? It might even give a little bit more coverage than the NARS one. It might give a little bit more coverage, but it has that same radiant finish. You guys, I can't even describe this one. This one takes me out. Like, this is one of my favorite concealers of all time. And it's so inexpensive. It's kind of shocking. And listen, I know a lot of people out there don't like Morphe. Totally get it. Like, I totally understand the vibes. 1,000,000%. But this product truly, like, it blows me away every single time. Okay, I'm going to show you guys on my phone what my face looks like right now, just because I want you guys to see the similarities, because I'm just excited. You guys, now come on now. Tell me that's not looking absolutely gorg. So now, let's get into powder. Our powder fantasy. So powder-wise, you guys, just because you guys are like literally after my own heart, you guys, I love you. I really do. I got a lot of people who were like, I love the Born This Way powder from Too Faced. I love the Huda Beauty powder. I love the Fenty powder. Those are like the top 3 powders I got. So I'm a massive Iana fan of the Too Faced one. It's like one of my favorite powders of all time. So I'm gonna go and use this one on the right side, where obviously I am using the higher end side, and I do have a dupe. Don't think I don't. So as we can see on the right side, we are beat, we are matte, we are poreless, and looking absolutely gorgeous. I love the Too Faced powder. It's so freaking good. But I have a dupe. I do. This is from She Glam. This I believe was like $6 to $8. I'm not exactly sure. But this is the Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. We have an under eye and a face. It's so cool that they did this, one. And at the price point that they did it, insane. Literally insane. So we're going to go in and take the shade Bisque on the other side. I don't know if this is my shade, but we're going to do it. This powder is such a good, inexpensive alternative to high-end powders, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm using the shade Bisque. It's a little oxidizy. I should use a different shade, but I don't even know where my other shades are. But the effect, you guys, I'm telling you, it is so similar. It is super lightweight. It's super thin. They killed this powder. Like, I remember I did a deal with them on this powder specifically, and I was so blown away with it. I was like, yes. They asked me to do a deal with them, and I was like, absolutely, I remember doing this. And I was like so shook by the powder and by the finish and by the effect. Bitch. So that powder is insane. Obviously, it's a little oxidized. I need a lighter shade, but the finish itself is freaking bomb. And technically, I could have, of course, used this underneath the eyes. Maybe I will add a little bit. I'll add a little bit under the eyes. I just feel like the loose one is just so good. I don't even need the under eye one as much. Okie dokie, so now let's go and move on to bronzer before we do blush. Bronzer, I had so many people asking about Hourglass. A lot of people were like, I want the Hourglass Ambient Bronzer. And I love the Hourglass bronzers. They're fantastic and they give you such a gorgeous sheen. I have the shade Radiant Bronze Light because I am light. So let's go ahead and take a little bit of this. I will say, because this does give you a radiant finish, I don't use it super often because I don't love a radiant finish. I feel like it's nice for like, you know, summer coming up, like that's fine. But realistically, I'm just more into a matte bronzer effect than I am into a radiant effect, if that makes any kind of sense. You know what I mean? It's beautiful and it gives a gorgeous, just lifelike sheen, but I'm not that kind of girl. I got pores. I do, and the pores are here, and they're fucking queer, just like me.
Hi, gay.
That is what the bronzer looks like. It just looks beautiful. It gives you just like the most gorgeous airbrush finish, but it does have a sheen to it. And if you don't like that, then you don't like that. And I don't like you.
And I don't like you.
And the dupe that I found, which I feel like is actually such a good comparable dupe, is this. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer. Y'all seeing what I'm saying here? Yeah. I thought so. Okay, we're gonna be taking, new brush, this bronzer. This one, I feel like has such a similar effect. It is a baked bronzer that gives you a subtle sheen to the face. Actually, I would say it has a little bit less of a sheen, but it still has that mineralized sheen to the skin. And the color is actually pretty fucking similar too. You just gotta build it up just like the Hourglass one. If you guys are looking for a like baked bronzer from the drugstore that's not gonna break the bank, that's similar to the Hourglass one. It doesn't have as much of a sheen, but it does have a good amount of sheen to it. The Milani Baked Bronzer, I'm telling you. Okay, also, so many people asked for a dupe for the NARS Orgasm Blush. I'm like, bitch, I thought we ran NARS Orgasm into the ground, but so many of y'all still wear it like all the time. I mean, it's still a very, very, very popular shade, of course, but I was just like kind of surprised by the amount of people that were asking me to dupe Orgasm specifically. So I found one. Of course I found one. What did you guys expect of me? Okay, this is obviously NARS Orgasm. It is a pinky golden highlighter, and it gives you a sheen, especially like for the summer. I do feel like it's very stunning, and I love the NARS Orgasm. The liquid, oof, it's good. But you guys see how it's giving me a pinky glow, but also it has a golden shift to it. See that? Very, very, very pretty, and it is a huge, I mean, it's a huge hit for a reason. Like people are obsessed.
I'm obsessed.
But I got a dupe for it. So this blush right here is from Lunar Beauty. This is in the shade Warm Hibiscus. And I do think, again, this is one of the most comparable dupes I've ever found at the drugstore for NARS Orgasm, because it gives you that same pinky undertone with a gold shift to the skin. I will say I think that the NARS one is a little bit more poppy, like it hits a little harder, but they are so stinking similar, it makes me sick. In like a good way, you know, like homesick. So if you don't mind building a little bit more layer-wise when it comes to the flower one, the effect is literally identical to me. I really can't tell the difference between the two. Actually, we'll swatch them. Let me swatch you guys the flower one on one finger. Mine's so old, it's crusty as fuck. And then let me do the NARS Orgasm on the other finger. Right here, they look super similar. I will say the NARS one is slightly more pinky undertone-wise, just a little bit more pink to it, but the effect is so similar. So that is that for that. Before I go in with my highlighter, I do want to spritz the face really quickly to give it a little bit more of a mist. Bring mist back, you know? Let's bring mist back to the skin. So I got several people that were like, MAC Fix Plus, I want to do for it. I use it all the time. I go through it really quickly, which I totally get. I actually agree. I love MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to use MAC Fix Plus on this side. To refresh my skin, I just want a nice refresher, a refreshment, if you will, and just pat that into the skin. But I have a dupe. This is also from Flower. Oh my god. The next product is also from Flower too. That's so funny. This is from Lunar Beauty. This is the Seal the Deal Luminizing Setting Spray. I actually think that this makes my makeup last longer than the MAC one does, but the effect on the skin is so similar that I was like, I had to show you guys this one. It's so good. It's so good. So you have to obviously mix it, and you spritz. And the mist is actually finer on this one than the MAC Fix Plus one. And it doesn't smell as good as MAC Fix Plus. I will say MAC Fix Plus, the scent is so specific and I just love it. So we're just gonna pat that in just like we did on the other side, and it gives me that same almost luminous finish, but takes away that powdery appearance, but makes my makeup last a good amount of time. Even more than the MAC one, actually. I will say, in comparison, the MAC Fix Plus doesn't have like tiny like reflect particles like the one from Flower does, but the Flower ones are so minuscule you cannot even tell really on the skin. It just gives you a slightly luminous glow, but it's not like particles. Like it's not that at all. It looks just honestly amazing on the skin. And I feel like the effects are really similar. So, yeah. So now you guys, let's move on to highlighter. And the amount of bitches and Matzi amps, and I'm a bitch too, so it's okay. For the Spotlight wand from Charlotte Tilbury. Honey, same with the contour one. Y'all were really out here like, we need a dupe. And I said, I agree with ya. I do. This is a very inexpensive product and it's gorgeous and I agree. So we're gonna put a couple dots there and I'm gonna actually use my beauty blender and kind of blend that out to give us a glow to the skin. People love this because it gives you a natural glow, right? It gives you that really pretty luminosity to the skin and it is very pretty and it dries down nice without disrupting your foundation underneath. What else could we ask for? Don't disrupt me. I don't wanna, no, you're a bad student. Bad student. It just gives a beautiful glow to the skin and even going over powder, it doesn't disrupt it or it like looks wonky and crazy. It just looks really, really pretty and natural. We have a literal dupe. Literally down almost to the pack. I would say like they're so similar. This probably one is slightly bigger when it comes to packaging wise, but there's like even the octagonal shape down here, it's so fucking similar. So Flower Beauty has one, it's called the Spotlight Liquid Illuminator. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, right? You have to twist both of them to open them. Flower, I know what y'all are doing. I know what the fuck y'all are doing. Don't even try me. Don't even try me. I know what y'all doing. But honestly, I live. This one is actually, I will say, is slightly like brighter. The undertone, I feel like is a little bit brighter than the Charlotte Tilbury one is. Can you guys see that? Like it has more of a silverness to it in comparison. And it doesn't blend out as easily as the Charlotte Tilbury one does. Like it dries a little bit quicker. But like I said, it's a dupe. It still definitely works in comparison. But you guys see how it's a little bit harder to blend out than the Charlotte Tilbury one is? It's a little harder to blend. It's a little harder to blend, but it works, bitch. I honestly feel like the products are so freakishly similar. I mean, I think that they duped it on purpose. Like, they look too similar. You can't tell me nothing. You can't make me believe that they didn't try to dupe it. They're duping it. Also, I will say another dupe that's a really, really great comparable similarity is this one from Milani, the Strobe Light. These are the liquid highlighters. They're great. They dry to a great finish. The color is absolutely gorgeous. This is in the shade Day Glow. I just want to show you guys really quickly. Look at that. It's like more of a golden undertone. Beautiful. Milani Day Glow. Y'all did that. I'm gonna go do my brows off camera real quick. Not a lot of people even like ask for brow stuff. So I'm gonna do my brows off camera real quick and I'll be right back to do some eyes. Okay, you guys, so we are back and the brows are fluffed. Okay, anyways, you guys, so we're moving right along. Brows, I just put brow gel through it, nothing crazy whatsoever. The face is still facing. Moving right along to the eyes, you guys, I had so many people ask me to do a dupe for the Patrick Ta palette. So just in general, this is the one I have. This is the first one, Major Dimension. First one I have, which is fantastic, works great. He came out with a Major Dimension 2 that was more rosy tones, and that's actually the one that I'm going to be showing a little dupe for. I don't have that palette personally. I do have this one, and I know quality-wise it's fantastic, but I do want to show you guys this option. This is the ColourPop Clay It Cool palette, and it is so eerily similar to the Major Dimension 2 palette. That's more of a pinky undertone. This one even has like a cream fucking shade in here. Like, what? So I wanted to show you guys this product, and I'm actually gonna use this on both eyes just because I don't have the other pinky Patrick Ta one. Never got it. So that's what we're gonna be using. But I wanted to show you guys this as an alternative. If you guys did want something that was more pinky, rosy tones, similar to the Patrick Ta one, this one from ColourPop, Clay It Cool. This is more of a recent launch for them. Truly is like, holy shit. Like a very comparable dupe. Oh, by the way, I have a ColourPop code. If you guys are interested, you can use code MannyMua. Save you guys some coin on ColourPop. Just if you want to save some coin, you know, on anything ColourPop wise, save some money. Why not? But I'm gonna go and use the shades, and we're gonna make a gorgeous little pinky ass little look. And we're gonna do that on both sides. Same palette on both sides, just because I don't have the other Patrick Ta one. Pigment wise, the Patrick Ta one probably is a little bit stronger, and the blendability of those mattes is just so incredible. So that's something to kind of take point of, but if you're looking for a similar color story, similar kind of vibe, I do think that you guys will really enjoy the Clay It Cool collection palette, because it is beautiful. I'm gonna take motif on the lid. Like the Patrick Ta like shimmers have a little bit more dimension to them. They have a little more reflect to them, just in general. So they're a little bit spicier. They're a little spicier, but again, if we're looking for a dupe in the way of cost efficiency, similar color stories. This one from ColourPop is pretty fucking good as a little alternative. Yeah. Take the shade Aphrodite as well. I'm gonna deepen it a little bit out here. Ooh, I'm like a little bit as I fucking add so much. Every time. Okie dokie. So anyway, you guys, this is the vibe. I think it's a really, really stunning palette. And I think ColourPop kind of killed it. I really do. They slayed this. Anyway, I'm gonna go finish the eyes off camera really quickly. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now that our eyes are snatched, the shadow is on, and I did like a little liner with the shadow. What do you guys think? I think it looks really cute. I feel so vampy. Okay guys, so anyway, mascara. The #1 requested mascara was Benefit Roller Lash. By far. When it comes to mascara, everyone was suggesting, please find a dupe for a Benefit Roller Lash mascara. And I will have to admit, you guys, this is one of my favorite mascaras of all time. It's so good. So I'm gonna go and do it on this side, of course. I feel like this lifts my lashes, separates gorgeously. Oh my gosh, it's so black. It's so good. It's so good. But she's expensive, you know what I'm saying? She's expensive, but to me, she's worth the splurge, because damn. Let me show you guys, because I do have a dupe for it, and this is one of my favorite dupes I've had. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Fan Effect. The reason I like this one a lot is because it has that similar curve to the one, just like Roller Lash does. It's not as small as the one, but let me show you guys how it has this curve. You guys see this? How they're both curved a little bit? Curved for his pleasure, curved for her pleasure. So I just feel like it has such a similar effect on my lashes that I had to show you guys this. I'm sure you guys already know about this, but I have to show you guys because it separates gorgeously. It lifts. It does the same fucking thing for a fraction of the price. See what I'm talking about? They're similar. They are similar and so good. I mean, Maybelline honestly kills our mascaras. The Sky High by Maybelline, incredible. The Lash Sensational Fan Effect is so similar to Roller Lash. You guys have to try it. Okay, I'm gonna go put some lashes on really quickly and I'll be right back and we'll do our lips. Okay guys, so we are still beat to the gods, looking absolutely snatched. Diana, don't know what to tell ya. Okay guys, so now we're moving on to the lips. I have 2 products here that I was asked about. We have the YSL Rouge Volupte Shines. This person owns 12 colors and it's your favorite formula. That's these guys right here. These are super expensive. They're gorgeous. They're a lipstick that have like a really stunning sheen to it, almost glossy. So pretty, so pretty. And I'm so excited that someone said this because recently I discovered this product, which I'm like actually so obsessed with. I love it. These are the Revlon Glossed Up Shines. I'm gonna take the shade 003. I actually used this in a video recently and I'm literally obsessed. Super similar vibe. The way it looks, the formulation, everything. I mean, I don't really have a shade specifically that I'm like, oh, this is an exact dupe, but I'm just gonna use these. I'm using the shade 47 on the right side, just so you guys can see what it looks like. These are really, I mean, they're stunning. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm obsessed. They are great. I mean, they're high-end for a reason. Okay, they're fantastic. And this one, I'm just gonna lightly pat in, because it's a different shade. I just want you guys to see the effect, okay? See how they're both glowy on the lip? Oh, stop. These are such a good alternative to the YSL ones. Like, honestly, I don't even know where these came out of nowhere. Nowhere, the glossed up, like, Revlon Shine lipsticks, I don't even know. They came out of nowhere, and they beat my ass. And I'm grateful. Okay, now you guys, now we're moving on to the lip gloss and we shall be done with the video. So lip gloss, you guys, someone asked me to do a dupe of the Buxom Iconic White Russian Gloss. I'm gonna put this on right now. This is honestly such an iconic color. It's like this baby doll pink shade. I love this gloss and it's iconic, you know? It is so good. Buxom has a very specific smell as well. I obviously can't dupe the smell. I can only try my best to dupe the color and formulation a little bit. This also slightly plumping, because it has a little bit of like mint. I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like cooling feeling. This gloss specifically from Morphe, this is the shade Boho, is such a good color alternative. They're very similar. It's also like this soft pinky shade, and that's what they look like. Wow, look at these two. Look how similar they are. Huh? The White Russian one is slightly lighter, less base to it, but they're so freaking similar that you can't even tell on the lips. They look almost identical. Other than the fact that this is like cooling and almost plumping. That's pretty fucking good. That's pretty fucking good if I do say so myself. 12. So that is it for me duping some of your favorite high-end goodies. What do we think? What do we think of the face? Should I do a last little iPhone shot so you can see the gag, the vibes? What do we think? Lips, face. What do we think? And that is it for exposing some dupes for you guys for some of these high-end products that you guys really, really liked. You guys sent me a slew of products. I can literally do like 3 of these videos back to back because there's so many things that I could have used and duped for you guys, but these are some of the ones that are the most sent in comparison that weren't the exact same as the ones I've done before. So that is it. That is all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got some insight and learn a few things, and you guys don't have to repurchase your faves every time. You can try out these dupes and see what you think. I hope you guys enjoy them. Hope they work for you like they work for me as dupes, or some of them might not be as great as the original, but they're really, really close. And especially if you're on a budget, they will work, I think, really, really well. And hopefully they'll work for you guys as well. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun watching it. Hope you guys just the night or day wherever you guys are, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, I love you. Mwah. Ran out of air. Oh, that got me good. Oh wow, yeah, got me good. Why aren't you squirting? That just shot out like a rocket. Oh no, that's bad. Where'd it go? Did I not blend that part out right there? I didn't. I didn't blend that out. No one told me nothing. Wow. Thank you guys. Bitch. Bitch. I know. I know. And that is it. That is it.